So you've reached the fuck it point. Usually this happens as a result of maybe coming off of a bad weekend, really stressful period of work, mental shitstorm, just you're not really feeling really good and life seems to be kind of overwhelming and bearing down on you. And you start to wonder, what's the point of all this exercise and eating right and working out? What's the point of all this? You just want to sit in bed or lay in bed, sleep, not get up, not even get out of bed. And you got to get to the point where you're just feeling really stuck and you can't seem to find, hey Kaylin, what's up? You can't seem to find the motivation or the desire to actually change your current lifestyle. And you don't really like feeling this way, but you just can't find the edge to actually go up and start eating healthier. You can't find the motivation to actually start getting to the gym and preparing your meals and doing all these things. And so you're frustrated because you want to do these things, but you just can't get yourself to do it. And now people go through periods of this. It could be for days, it could be a couple of days, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could even be years. But here's the thing, knowing how to bounce out of that is a very important skill to develop. Now, you're going to have days that are shitty. You're going to have days in which you're probably going to binge eat or binge drink or maybe even a period of time in which you do that. But getting yourself out of that is a skill that you have to develop. It's something you have to learn how to do. And so once you get to that point, you're going to have to look at the data and separate that from the drama. Because when we're feeling a certain way, when we're feeling that sense of apathy and we don't want to do anything, we just want to burn it all down on the ground. Hey Chris, what's up man? Good talk. Jackie, Wes, how you guys doing? You have to look at the story you're telling yourself behind what's really going on versus what is actually going on. And us as humans love to create emotions and we love to create this big attachment to the reality of what's actually happening to help justify us in our current position. And so a lot of times when we're feeling really stuck, it's a story that we created in our heads about why things are currently the way they are versus looking at the actual data of what's actually really happening. And so when you're starting to feel really stuck, it's important to find a way, or to, essentially better yet, develop a skill in order to distance yourself from the way that you're currently feeling so you can really truly understand as to what's happening. Why am I feeling this way? What's causing me to be in such a state of threat or stress that I can't seem to find the motivation or the energy just to get myself to move forward to the next step? And the more you stay stuck, the harder it is to move forward. And so the way to unstuck yourself is to look at the reality of what's happening by stepping away from the emotion. And I think it's really important to remember that we all give periods of time in which we're in that point in which we can't really seem to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But tomorrow, as cliche as it sounds, is a new day. And if you try to aim for perfection consistently all the time, you're going to find that it's going to be nearly impossible to meet your own standards. And when people start getting really stuck, it's because they put so much pressure on themselves because they're trying to meet other expectations that other people met from them. Oftentimes it's their parents, or these expectations that they try to create for themselves. And when they don't feel as if they can meet those expectations, we get down on ourselves. We start to beat ourselves up. We oftentimes start to engage in negative self-talk. And we really put so much pressure on ourselves that it never seems like we can actually add up to the person who we want to be. And so my recommendation is, first of all, to show some compassion and kindness for yourself. How's that for thought? And to realize that by creating these small steps in the right direction and not aiming for perfection, that you're going to start to create that momentum and start creating some confidence. And that's how you can get yourself out of that rut that you currently are in. And so if you feel like you are in that rut, simply take a small step in the right direction, because that's going to help get those tires moving so you can start rolling forward. But the longer you stay stuck and the more you stay stuck in that story of telling yourself why you're here with all the emotion that's attached to it without actually looking at the data of what's happening instead of just the drama, it's going to be challenging to move forward with your life. So here's my recommendation, real quick. Take a small step in the right direction, but don't aim for perfection, aim for consistency. The more consistency you create, the more momentum you have, which results in more confidence. The more confidence you have, the more clarity you're going to have in your reason as to why you're doing something. And the more clarity and confidence you have, you're going to find that suddenly you're more committed towards your goal. So hopefully that helps you guys today, and I hope to see you guys soon. See you guys.